Just straightforward textbook Baneling bust. Just well executed, even though Zukarakox saw it coming and was trying to defend against it. So great, just great maneuvering. I like watching that kind of stuff. Good luck, have fun, exclamation point, ASCII heart. So the greetings are getting more and more mannered as the games progress. Good luck, have fun, trademark. I'm so easily amused. I'm so happy that these people are adding just these little bits of entertaining stuff. So, good games here. Once again, I am Harlequin, your intrepid host, and you are watching the scReddit Open tournaments. I like this matchup. Now, it's an important thing, and I'm going to miss my quote here, but somebody pointed this out in a stream that I was just recently watching, and they pointed out that if you kind of cut the map right down the diagonal and just look at this lower right-hand side of it, this is about the size of Steps of War. I'm sorry, I'm dragging this all over the place, and it's probably really annoying. But on the mini-map, I'll just use my mouse here. This is about the size of Steps of War when you have these adjacent positions like that. And so, really, that's why you see that this positions here with Navi at the 3 o'clock position and Zukarakox at the 6 o'clock position. When you see that, you realize that it's a much different type of game, because really, if you exclude all of these other positions up here on the right, and I'll stop moving the camera, it's a much smaller map, so it kind of has a different feel to the game. Your expansions are expanding towards your enemy. You both have to sort of fight over this gold expansion here, so much closer game. And again, something Zerg could probably capitalize on. So we'll see. Not that I'm not biased against Zerg. I'll just say that and take a sip of my cherry Coke with lime juice here and move right along. Cybernetics core going up. Nice little wall in here. Very narrow entry point, kind of far away from stuff. This is good because you can have stalkers back here shooting and that sort of thing. I often see do this the other way around, where the entrance is like here and there's a solid wall here, so you can have people up here shooting the whole way in and then also shooting once they get through, if they get through. But you know, kind of a variation on that opening build. Once again with the gas steal. I like that. I gotta say, I play a lot of 2v2 and 3v3, and I almost always gas steal. I don't necessarily let it complete the first time, though. I'd rather keep unmorphing it and grabbing it again and again and again and force them to look at it. You spend, you know, $5 or $10 every time you do it, but it's nice and annoying, and if you have the APM for it, it's kind of fun. Roach Warren going up right away again. Couple of workers, couple of Zerglings. Looking good. So I want to see where this goes again. I like Roach. Now, if she does the build that I'm hoping for, although she doesn't have the metabolic boost, I really want to see this. TeamLiquid.net was talking all about this last week or the week before. I can't ever remember dates on anything, but just this really nice 5 Roach rush that works super well on these kind of closed positions where you get your speed, you get your roaches, you push through with the roaches do a lot of damage and they kill a building or they kill a pylon, and then the lings just flood because you can resupply lings from all the way across the map if they have that speed upgrade. She's going for the expansion though, which is good. Maybe we'll have a nice conservative longer game here. We'll see first roaches coming out here. Should be seeing a big pile of roaches after that, and this queen will get some larvae back up there pretty soon. Meanwhile, we've got 2 gates going here. 3rd gate just coming up. And finally dealing with that annoying squishy extractor. I mean, look at that thing. It bleeds everywhere. It blows up in your face. Nobody wants this job. This guy's like the janitor, you know. He just has to deal with all this crappy jobs that, you know, these elite little sentries. Ooh, no, I have an important job. I can't be cleaning up after Zerg crap. Anyhow, nice little defense on the ramp. Nice little hatchery. And we'll see what's going on. Double gas. Alright, double gas tells me you're either going for, yeah, I'm a genius. You're either going for mutas or you're going for hydralisks. There's my awesome observation for today. But we'll see. I'd love to see a big Hydra, Roach, Idra style army. Which could very well be, because, like, you know, I always criticize people for this. She did not get metabolic boost for her Zerglings, but in her defense, she only has a couple of Zerglings anyways. Frankly, if you have 2 unupgraded Zerglings who aren't going to do crap, put 1 here and forget about them, and just have sight for the rest of the game. It's a lot easier than just hoping that they'll scratch on the shield of 1 Zealot before they get killed. And what do we got here? So we got a glial reconstitution going on, a couple more roaches going here. Not really anything too big going on here. Now this is the point at which you really need to look out for Protoss, because now Protoss starts off nice and slow and is pretty chill for the most part. Hopefully this Overlord can get away. But now you've got 4 gates up, you've got warp gate technology, and you've got a Robo Bay. This is a devastating army that you have to start looking out for, because that thing can come out of nowhere with a huge amount of units and really push hard. So that's something that I hope she's ready for. So we'll see what else we got going on here. 4-gate Robo versus kind of a Roach build at the moment. Really kind of all-in Roach. I would have expected Hydras, honestly, at this point. But, you know, I think she's got enough obs that she's not too worried. Let's see how much she's actually seen of this base so far. Hasn't seen anything, really. So, you know, frankly, I mean, if this was a lower-level ladder game, I'd be worried about Void Rays even, because you're kind of wide open at this point. Also, you got some spare energy on these queens. Always extend this creep. That's like one of the best things you can do for defending your expansion, is to connect your expansion to your main. Let your creep touch. But, you know, looks okay, but I'm cautious. I'm cautiously optimistic, because this can turn into a real messy army very quickly. And here comes a drop even. Ooh, look at that. Not a drop, rather, but like a warp in. A couple of stalkers are going to just make a mess up here. Kind of poke around a little bit. I was going to say, normally I would want these stalkers to make a mess, freak them out, and then run in with the rest of the army, but he let the other army get seen right away. But still annoying. Definitely always good to take advantage of these cliffs. Now here are the roaches in force. Good use of shields. Really having a hard time getting those roaches into a useful position, which is exactly what you want. The roaches are even trapped there. Frankly, Zukarakox could be a little bit more aggressive in picking off those trapped roaches, because look at how hard they're having. There's no concave here at all. These roaches are firing single file practically in some cases. But at least these spine crawlers are getting up. Loading up the rest of these stalkers and going to kind of resupply the main force here. Meanwhile, look at that. He's got just enough sight using that Overlord, actually, so maybe he's hoping for the spine crawler to be able to poke up onto the hill a little bit there. Gonna keep poking in and out here. And here comes Zukarakox. Oh, look at that, dropping on top and bottom at the same time. He's going to take out the spine crawlers. Meanwhile, he'll probably have to sacrifice this top force here to be able to distract that. But it's a nice exchange, because you're trading half of an army for all of the frontal base defense. Oh, take out that last one right there. Oh, and that shield was just a little too slow. Ooh, he's taking way too many casualties now. I kind of wanted him to pull back out. Warping in 3 more up top, though. I like this dynamic between top and bottom. But, frankly, Navi's all over this. I mean, for only having a ton of roaches, she's doing a great job at this. There's the creep tumor I wanted to see. You could really use some just overlords putting creep everywhere. And where is it? Oh, and there it is, and we had just missed it, and a big all-in roach was right out of that. Oh, God, nobody wants to see that happening. This is a mess. Brilliant play. Just a solid defense, and then straight, unhesitatingly, into the Nidus Worm. That is a mess. I hope she can do some serious damage to this army. And it looks like that's going to be the case. There is no army here. All of it's gone. Brilliant. Constantly surprising. I love it. That's all I have to say. I love it. Brilliant Nidus, of course. I was being the typical caster. I was following the combat, not following the production. But we have a Nidus Worm. We spray a Nidus Worm and instant counterattack. It's just so perfect. Normal traditional logic would have said, oh, the counterattack will come in here and go up and fight at this. No, just come right in the back door, kill everything. Perfect. Let's see how she's dealing with the counterattack, though. Looks like it'll lose the natural. I thought that was actually something more than just workers, though. I guess it is just 4 stalkers. Yep, we're done. That's kind of it there. Those stalkers are going to have to leave real quickly. And there's still roaches in this main base here? Yes, there are. A couple of roaches just cleaning up the rest of the production buildings. And that's good game. So Zukarakox is down 2-0.